Good morning. It's 3:29 a.m. Tuesday. I'm on my way to the gym right now. Just listening to something, and I gotta tell you, it it resonated. It resonated loud. It was uh it was a 2016 Tony Robbins uh, motivational speech. It may have been the music that it was set to, but it resonated with me strong. And it said that when you neglect to make the natural change necessary, meaning when you have accepted all responsibility and you have come to a conclusion that a change must take place because you're overweight as a result of your eating habit and your lack of exercise, when your business is faltering or you're doing something in life that you don't want to do because you are avoiding what it is that you have been called to do out of fear, anxiety, anger, whatever the situation may be. The point he made was that life will call on you. Life will call on you. Life will give you so many chances to make a decision before it makes a decision for you. I met with a client Saturday morning, showed him a property. There were two small stairs. This guy was probably in his 50s, maybe 60s, and you got people living 80, 90, still walking around. So 50s and 60s, if it was back in the 1920s, might have been an issue, but it's fairly young for today. And I'm not saying this to knock the guy, but he couldn't make it up the two stairs. He had a very severe case of diabetes, and we got to talking, and we were talking about what it was from, and as a result of some of the way that he was living. We know that diabetes is hereditary, that's without a doubt, but diabetes is controllable. If you exercise a level of self-discipline, diabetes does not necessarily even have to be a game changer. We know that. A buddy of mine has it. He takes a bunch of shots every day. But after I was talking to this guy and I ended up catching up with Ricky, well, I'll tell you two scenarios. And then a property I had just listed, the guy told me that he has diapers in his bag. And I'm not saying this laughing or joking. He had diapers in his bag. He says, I can't control certain things. And I shared with him. I said, when I go and take a piss, literally, when I go and take a piss or I use the restroom, whatever it is I'm doing, I'm thankful. Because I know that as you get older, those things don't happen so easy. Those things don't just flow. You need to start taking stuff to help your bowel movement and your system start cranking. But after talking to the guy Saturday and after my other meeting on Thursday, I came back, started talking to Ricky, and I said, Ricky, this is why exercising, and don't get me wrong, you can exercise all you want and die. Shit happens. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying shit doesn't happen. What I'm saying is I want to make a choice as much as I can for where things end up at. For as much as I can. Because I don't control too much, but I can control what I consume. I can control what I think. I can control where I go. I can control who I'm around. I can control how my business is going to run. I can control how I'm going to discipline myself. And what resonated with me this morning, based off of those two interactions with those gentlemen, was the fact that if you don't make the decision, there will be natural disasters that will come into your life that will dictate and control that, and will say, hey, you didn't want to make one, I'll make one for you. Here's some diabetes, take this. I'll make some for you. There's all these health problems. You didn't want to make a decision, so I'll make them for you. I'll make an inevitable decision for you. And sometimes they're so crucial to the point we can't come back. I said, well, this guy had some type of diabetes where, it's really restrictive. She says, oh, well, it depends on what kind of diabetes. Well, what do you want to do? You want to play diabetes? You want to play diabetes Russian roulette? Hope you only get type A, B, C, whatever the hell they're called. The moral of the story is if you take control now, you just might increase your chances of eliminating the problem then. People talk about successful people and they say they're lucky. Well, they have a theory behind that. They say the more action they take, the luckier they become. The more action you take, the more luckier you become. The more you're willing to take control of yourself, the more luckier you become. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm on my way to the gym. I just know that at any second, anybody could do, be, have, see anything they desire. But it's too often that we let the decision on how our life is going to turn out be left up to somebody else. It's crazy. God bless. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Take control. It's possible.